What's going on? This is Alex back with Metasophocles Gaming, bringing you 5 more Lord of the Rings set booster packs. So far, of the packs we've opened from this set, they've been really good. I have enjoyed the set as a whole. I think that it's really cool. There's some pretty powerful cards in here as of right now. Orcish Bowmasters, Mirkwood Bats are 2 that are getting a lot of attention as being very overpowered. So far it's been really good. It's been a really good set. I like the different art styles that they have. There's the showcase with the the ring around the card. There's the ones that you can put together to be that picture. I think is really cool. With the full art on them, especially in a foil, those look really nice. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get into these 5 packs and see what we can pull, and wish us luck. First pack here. So we get a Mines of Moria.
I have no memory of this place.
For a foil full art there. Mines of Moria enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a legendary creature. Tap for 1 red. Or tap 3 and a red and tap it and exile 3 cards from your graveyard to create 2 treasure tokens. So Mines of Moria, pretty cool. We get a Goldberry River Daughter, which is a 1/3 nymph for 1 and a blue. Tap to move a counter from each kind not on Goldberry from another target permanent you control onto Goldberry. Tap 1 blue and tap it to move 1 or more counters from Goldberry onto another target permanent you control. If you do, draw a card, which just seems like a pretty fun effect, especially with how many different types of counters exist at this point. Kind of cool. We got a Prince Imrahil the Fair in that really nice battle scene art. Like to see that. Saruman's Trickery, counter target spell for 3. And Amass Orcs 1. You get the Barrow Blade, which is 1 mana for an equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. And whenever a creature blocks or becomes blocked by a creature, that creature loses all abilities until end of turn. Actually pretty cool. Frodo Baggins, who's actually holding the Barrow Blade, which is interesting. 1/3, when Frodo Baggins or another legendary creature enters the battlefield under your control, the ring tempts you. As long as Frodo is your ring bearer, it must be blocked if able. Gollum, Patient Plotter. When it leaves the battlefield, the ring tempts you, and you can tap 1 black and sacrifice a creature to return Gollum from your graveyard to your hand. Activate only as a sorcery. Cast Into the Fire, which has really cool art on it there. For 1 red and 1 colorless, you choose 1. Cast Into the Fire deals 1 damage to each of up to 2 target creatures or exile target artifact. Smite the Deathless. Battle Scarred Goblin, ugly little thing. Woe's Pathfinder, and a foil Plains. Moving on to the next pack here. We get an Orc Army. Pippins Bravery. Have gotten a couple of these in the full art style. We get a War of the Last Alliance for the rare. Nasty End has an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards. If the sacrificed creature was legendary, draw 3 instead. Rise of the Witch King. 2, a black and a green. Each player sacrifices a creature. If you sacrifice a creature this way, you may return another permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Mirror of Galadriel. Legolas, Counter of Kills, in the standard art there. Friendly Rivalry. Target creature you control and up to 1 other target legendary creature you control each deal damage equal to their power to target creature you don't control. You get a Fog of the Barrow Downs, sorry. Fog of the Barrow Downs. Which is an enchantment aura. Enchanted creature is a spirit and can't attack or block. Snarling Warg. And Oliphant, which is really cool to see because Oliphants are awesome. We get a beautiful swamp card. Always love to see those full art lands because they are very cool looking. Full art lands are always awesome, but when they are Lord of the Rings maps, they are even more awesome. We get a foil Friendly Rivalry and a Mithril Coat, which is really cool. 3 mana for a legendary equipment flash indestructible. When Mithril Coat enters the battlefield, attach it to target legendary creature you control, and equipped creature has indestructible, which is really, really cool. We do get a Ring Wraiths, which is a 5/5 for 6 mana. When it enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls gets -3/-3 until end of turn. If that creature is legendary, its controller loses 3 life. When the ring tempts you, return Ring Wraiths from your graveyard to your hand. So they just do not like to go away. The Grey Havens in this beautiful art looks fantastic. We get a Moher. Yeah, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Uruk-hai Champion, which is a 2/2 for 2 with Menace. If one or more +1/+1 counters would be put on an army, goblin, or orc you control, that many +1/+1 counters are put on it instead. That many +1. Sorry, missed that. Eomer the Rittermark, Erkenbrand Lord of Westfold, Mirror Guardian, Enraged Horn, Sam's Desperate Rescue, and a Swamp. Pack number 4 here. In the first few packs we opened, we were getting list cards. I made a comment about how common they seem, and we haven't gotten one since. We do get a Voracious Fellbeast in foil, a Elrond Master of Healing, Oliphant in that really cool full art, another one of those guys whose names I can't say, a Book of Mazarbul, Denethor, Ruling Steward, Bitter Downfall, Ranger's Firebrand, Hobbit's Sting, deals X damage to target creature, where X is the number of creatures you control plus the number of foods you control, which can be a lot if you're playing in a Hobbit deck where food is very important, as they have second breakfast and afternoon tea and their 42nd meal of the day. Can't blame them though, food is delicious. So we start off with Soothing of Smeagol. Got Frodo in the waterfall there trying to calm him down. Lure him over. Nice foil on that. We do get a Shelob, Child of Ungoliant. Let's try and get that to focus so we can admire Shelob. So it's 6 mana for an 8/8 with Death Touch and Ward 2. It's a Spider Demon. Other spiders you control have Death Touch and Ward 2. Whenever another creature dealt damage this turn by a spider you controlled dies, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a food artifact with tap 2, tap, sacrifice this creature, or this artifact, you gain 3 life, and it loses all other card types. So very interesting and cool card. I do like that card a lot. I just don't know if I'm going to use it. But an 8/8 big spider that gives all of your other spiders Ward 2 and Death Touch seems very, very powerful. And green can get, 6 mana, no problem. So, Gandalf's Sanction, Council's Deliberation, draw a card for 2 mana. Whenever you scry, if you control an island, you may exile this from your graveyard. If you do, draw a card. Second breakfast. Get all that delicious food they got going on there. Up to 2 target creatures get +2/+1 until end of turn and create a food token. Lembas Bread, love it. It's a 2 mana artifact food. When it enters the battlefield, scry 1, then draw a card. Tap 2 and tap it to sacrifice it to gain 3 life, just like any other food. And when it's put into your graveyard from the battlefield, its owner shuffles it into their library. So it's a reusable food with additional effects, which is pretty cool. That is going to be the last pack for today's video. We did get some pretty cool cards like Shelob. Ringwraith's Mithril Coat is a really good one in my opinion for any Voltron. Mines of Moria is a really cool looking card that we got. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we will see you in the next opening.